Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Sober School, where you can always find experience, strength, and hope. My name is Drew. I'm an alcoholic through and through. We want to welcome you to this platform here today, regardless of what your addiction may be. You are welcome here. We support your pathway to recovery. And whichever pathway it is that you choose, well, we're here to help, and we definitely want to make sure that it works for you. If you're watching this through our Recovery Classroom Facebook group page, this is a private group, and we want to welcome you here. We also want to encourage you to share your own experience, strength, and hope in your own words of wisdom. You never know who needs to hear what it is you might have to say. And it could just change someone's life, including your own. Real quick, tonight, I'm super excited for tonight. Tonight we start our crosstalk meeting, but inside of a 28-day facility. It's the same 28-day facility we've been doing the QA sessions at on Saturday. And so I'm just excited to be going in and applying this crosstalk concept with, a room full of like-minded people. And not only that, I get to, have my friends there obviously from the facility, but also, the guys that I've been running around with for the last 1,800 months now, but also my sponsor. He's going to be there, and this will be his first crosstalk meeting too. So if you're wondering what this crosstalk thing is, we do have an open meeting every Friday night. It's an open crosstalk meeting. It's open to the general public every Friday night. So if you're local to the area, I encourage you to get down to a crosstalk meeting. Just try it out. You may walk in and say, okay, it's not for me. Okay, that's fine. But chances are it's a meeting unlike any other meeting you've ever been to, and it's a meeting you're going to walk out with a lot of hope, healing, and restoration, and that's what excites us most. So definitely encourage you to check out a crosstalk meeting if you're local to the Huntington, West Virginia area. I want to talk this morning about protecting that fire, protecting that which drives us forward. When I got clean and sober, I didn't get clean and sober just to get clean and sober. I got clean and sober so I could start enjoying the life that I knew my higher power had planned out for me, that he had been wanting to give me for all those years. I was just too drunk and stupid to pay any attention to it, right? And so I did that by, as I've shared the last couple of days, associating with people who had what I wanted. They had that fire, that zest for life, that zest for living, that passion for living again. Even though they may have been facing the most terrible circumstances, they were still excited to be waking up sober and facing their day sober. And I just couldn't understand that. So I found these people and I attached myself to them. Wherever they went, I went. And they showed me, keep in mind, they showed me that it wasn't just bullshit. When I first started following these guys around, my sponsor and his friends and all those people, when I first started following those guys around, I was thinking that this, that was going to be the only way I was going to know if they were full of shit or not. That was it. So, because again, I wasn't necessarily trying to get sober as much as I was trying to prepare my argument for God. Whenever I died, God was going to say, did you do this AA thing? And I was going to say, not all the way. So I knew I had to go do this AA thing all the way, right? And so when I met these guys, and I saw how happy they were, how passionate they were, and they were all sober, I thought it was bullshit. So the only way to tell if it was bullshit was to follow them around. And that's what I did for weeks, following them around, waiting for them to slip up. Well, lo and behold, they didn't slip up. Lo and behold, my motivation changed. It went from trying to prove that it was all bullshit to trying to figure out how I was going to get what they had. That's how my motivation changed, right? And that's where my sponsor, once I asked him to be my sponsor, he started taking me through the steps, started explaining things to me. I was going, oh. So once I got that fire, once I got that same zeal for living, that same passion from life again, once I got sober, well, hell, that's the reason why I wanted to get sober, so I could enjoy my life, right? And we're going to come face to face with circumstances, with people that move into our lives. They're going to try to steal that fire from us. They're almost going to try to sabotage our road recovery. You know why? Because the misery loves company, and they're not happy by themselves, so they want to make other people around them just as unhappy as what they are, meaning you. And it's important that you are able to identify those threats to your sobriety, those threats to your livelihood, your existence in sobriety. It's important for you to identify them and get the fuck away from them and stay away from them. Because we're going to be faced with those time and time again. And the first thing you can do is to identify when somebody is a threat to your sobriety, when a certain situation is a threat to your sobriety. And whenever you identify that threat, you start associating with people that are there to encourage and strengthen your sobriety, encourage and fan those flames of recovery that are going on in your life. Because again, you didn't get clean and sober just to be clean and sober. You got clean and sober so you could enjoy the blessings that your higher power has in store for you. At least that's why I got clean and sober. Once I realized it wasn't all bullshit, I realized that, maybe I can enjoy my life. I thought my life was a miserable existence up to that point. I thought my life was hopeless and meaningless. I thought I had no purpose in life. But as I got clean and sober, I realized I did have a purpose in life. I still do have a purpose in life. I think one of my purposes, if I'm being honest, is sitting here talking to you right now, sharing experience, strength, and hope with you guys each and every day, which I thank you for, by the way. So I want to encourage you to protect your sobriety at all costs. Protect that fire, because there are going to be people coming along and situations coming along in your daily lives that are going to try to quench that burning flame. They're going to say, oh my God, I've called the fire department, there's a fire. Because that's what people naturally do. When they see fire, they see smoke, they see fire, they call the fire department. Well, they're going to try to act as the firefighters and put out your flame of recovery. I'm here to tell you, you need to hook that son of a bitch up to a gas pump, all right? Keep that flame burning. And matter of fact, turn up the gas pump a little bit higher. Turn up the propane tank a little bit higher. Get that flame burning bigger and hotter and brighter than ever before, because you, yourself, in the situation you're in right now, that whatever circumstances you may be going through, you may be thinking, God, I don't know how you're going to use this for your glory. I don't know how you're going to use this to bring purpose into other people's lives. I assure you, he can and he will, because that's what he did with me. See, the trials that I was going through became my testimony that I get to share with others and get to provide them a little encouragement and a little bits of experience, strength, and hope to them. See, everything I've gone through, everything I went through, I'm able to utilize to someone else's benefit now. And that in and of itself is what provides me with meaning. I talked yesterday about purpose and meaning. That's what gives me meaning now. But in order to continue having that meaning and having that purpose in my life, I have to protect my fire. Don't let somebody come along and put your fire out. With that being said, I'll let you guys go. I hope you guys have an absolutely kick-ass Tuesday. I want to thank you guys for letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys, keep me sober, and I could not be any more appreciative, and I know my family appreciates it too. If you have a topic you'd like to hear discussed, feel free to drop it in the Recovery Classroom Facebook group page. It's a private group, so we maintain anonymity there. Or you can email me directly, Drew, D-R-E-W, at soberschool.org. That being said, I'll let you guys go. I will talk again tomorrow. Remember, guys, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.